Welcome, wanderers of the moonlit path. I am Pandora, a Wiccan witch and earth mystic, keeper of stories whispered through time. Here within my circle of light, I share the ancient and the arcane tales from my magical Wiccan books. Stories such as chakras and charms, tarot and stars, of shadow and spirit, of the wisdom hidden between worlds. If you feel the call of magic, if your soul stirs when the night whispers secrets, you are now home. Join me and open the pages of the unseen, for every spell is a story, and every story holds a spark of the divine. Within these sacred pages lies stories woven with moonlight, earth, and magic, the whispers of old spells, forgotten gods, and the living spirit of nature herself. Here I will read to you from my magical Wiccan books. Books such as my Book of Shadows, my Book of Chakras, my Book of Tarot, and on that I have so many books that I've written I'd like to share. Join me, dear soul, as we step through the veil together and awaken the magic that lives within all things. Welcome to my magical realm. Tonight's book will be The Magical Wiccan Book of Life, Secret of the Hidden Pages. They say there exists a book that writes itself, a book that knows your story before you speak it, and whispers your destiny as the ink flows across its ageless pages. This is not a myth of modern world. It is older than the moonlight itself. Tonight we open the veil and step into the legend of the Wiccan Book of Life. Long before temples rose and kingdoms fell, when the stars were still finding their rhythm in the night, there were the Wicca, the keepers of the living earth. Among them was a high priestess named Pandora of the Silver Grove. She was said to hear the pulse of the world itself, the thrum of rivers, the hum of stone, the sighs of trees. Pandora longed to preserve the wisdom of life, not in stone, not in memory, but in a form that would breathe, that would grow. And so, beneath the 3 moons of Samhain's Eve, she bound together parchment made not from bark nor hide, but from the weave of time itself. She poured into it the essence of the 5 sacred elements: earth for memory, air for truth, fire for transformation, water for reflection, and at last, spirit, the unseen hand that gives life to all. Thus was born the Wiccan Book of Life. Unlike mortal tomes, this book could not be read. It revealed itself. When one opened its cover, the leaves shimmered like morning mist. For each soul, a different story appeared, written in their own light. Some saw a past they could not remember. Others saw a future that frightened them. But all who gazed upon it were changed, for the book showed not what was or will be, but what the spirit most needed to know. It was said that when Pandora turned her final page, her name vanished from history, absorbed by the book she created. From then on, the book wandered, appearing only to those whose paths had grown dim. Of course, power such as this does not go unnoticed. A coven of shadow seekers hungry for control sought to possess it. They believed that if they could rewrite their destinies, they could command the flow of fate itself. When they laid their hands upon the sacred tome, the ink turned black as night. The book screamed, the heavens wept fire, and the coven was scattered into dust upon the wind. From that day forward, the book learned to protect itself. It would appear only in reflections, in dreams, or as a whisper in the leaves during the waxing moon. Those who truly sought it had to prove their intent, not through power, but through balance. For the book does not serve the seeker of domination, but the seeker of understanding. Some say the book still exists, hidden beneath roots older than time, its pages breathing softly in the dark earth. Others claim that every true Wiccan carries a fragment of it within, that each soul is a living page in the grand story of existence. When a witch records her spells, her dreams, her lessons, she is not simply writing in a journal. She is continuing the legacy of the book of life, weaving her own essence into the infinite library of spirit. And when the wind stirs your candle flame, or the forest seems to whisper your name, perhaps it is the book turning your page. Remember, your story is sacred. Every breath, every tear, every spell you cast upon your path is written in the great tapestry of being. Whether or not you ever find the book itself, know this: it has already found you. So, the next time you open your journal or light your candle under the moon, listen closely. You might just hear the rustle of ancient pages and the voice of Pandora whispering through the ages. Well, right well, child of starlight, for even the gods are reading. If this tale has stirred something within you, perhaps your spirit remembers what the world has forgotten. And that was tonight's mystical bedtime story, a tale woven from starlight whispers and dreams, reminding us that even in the quiet of night, magic lingers all around us. As you close your eyes tonight, let your mind wander through the world we just explored. Maybe you'll meet the same wandering spirits, or find your own secret doorway to wonder. Whatever dreams await you, may they be peaceful, kind, and full of light. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the little bell button so you'll never miss another bedtime adventure beneath the stars. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. Until we meet again, drift slowly, dream deeply, and remember, the night is never truly dark when your heart holds a little magic.